couldn't have one without the other, and it was a constant thing in my life, a constant secret that I had that, it's okay for me to drink, but then I had this other ugly demon behind me that all I wanted to do was meth. My parents started to have problems and they started going through a divorce, and that meant they let up on me just a little bit. So I remember a night before a dance, I took my first drink of alcohol. And when I took that drink, everything changed for me. I wasn't shy anymore. I felt this whole new character come on, and it felt like, man, I could accomplish and do anything. After high school, my father was like, you're gonna get a job or you're gonna go into the military. I thought he was joking around until I ended up in the United States Navy. So I received a general discharge. I soon got married, had a family, all with the drug addiction hidden. I hid everything, every minute of it. It was like I was two different people. So I would come up with any excuse to get out of the house so I could go and smoke my stuff. My wife then could tell that I wasn't sleeping, and I just started missing work, and it all came crumbling down when I neglected to go home. I was gone for about 2 weeks, so that ultimately led her to leaving, to where when we did get divorced and the children were taken from me, I just went deeper into addiction. During that time, I became a corrections officer for the state of California. I'd been using, I'd been drinking, I was hungover, and part of my duty was to cover church. I was standing outside the chapel with my partner, and we were looking in, and the inmates were just praising the Lord. They were, wholeheartedly had a comfort that I was looking for, that I wanted. And I could tell my partner looked over at me and my tears were welling up, and he's like, hey, what's wrong with you? And I was like, whoa, that was God tugging at me again, that, hey, I'm gonna give you peace, I can give you freedom. I was very, very lost in that position. I had power and authority, but I was empty inside. I had nothing. And I would show up to work drunk and high, and ultimately they hit me with the drug test, and I couldn't enter the facility. So I hit a downward spiral to where months later, I woke up in a storage unit with a friend, and I remember thinking, how did it get this far? They looked at me and they said, hey, you know what? Maybe we should be reading this, and it was a Bible. And they told me, didn't you used to really be into this? Don't you know any of this? And right then and there, I made the commitment, I gotta clean my life up. I can't deny God anymore. I need to move forward. And that's when I heard about Teen Challenge. The Lord put my wife Tiffany in my life, and I met her in 2019, and we now are married. The Lord restored it back to me. We have a beautiful set of twins, a boy and girl, Emmy and Ezzy, and I haven't looked back, and I'm going to continue serving Him for the rest of my life.